Hey, Kathy! Whoa, I was really blown away today. What was that at the office this morning? Is it true you're getting married? And to that guy? Boy, oh boy, do I envy you or what?
Hello, Laura. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought it'd be better to announce it to everyone first thing in the morning. You know how these rumors spread.
Yeah, I know, but really, congratulations! Wow, really good news. I bet a lot of the girls are super envious.
Thank you so much.
But what I was really floored by is your guy's qualifications. He's our company client. And what's more, he's the next in line to be president. You really lucked out, Kathy.
Yeah, right.
And I took a look at his photo. Phew, what a hunk! What trick did you use to snag that heartthrob? My god.
Well, not sure I lucked out. I guess so, but truth is, we went to high school together. I've known him for a while. Actually, we dated off and on since then.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, so it wasn't as though I snagged him or anything like that. Back then, there was no talk of him taking over the company. He wasn't even sure he wanted to. It was only about a year ago that this topic was raised. Actually, we were both pretty shocked to hear it.
Oh, yeah. So, even if he wasn't slated to take over from his father, would you still have married him?
Yeah, I suppose so. I started dating him because I enjoyed his company, and we basically had the same interest.
That's pretty interesting. So, you would still have married him even if he was a low-paid office worker, or a clerk or something. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I suppose so. I probably would have married him even in such a case.
Is that so?
Whatever the situation, I felt I should support him the best I could. That's how I feel.
I see. Okay, I get what you're saying. So, this weekend, do you plan on going on a date with him?
No. Unfortunately, he works on the weekend. At least for now. Preparation for taking over the company. Lot to learn, I guess.
Oh, too bad. I'm sorry, I just remembered I got an appointment soon. Alright then, I'll see you on Monday at the office. See ya!
Yeah, okay. See you on Monday.
Hey, Kathy. You got a second?
Oh, hello, Laura. What's up? Today's a day off. Can I help you with something?
Yup, today's a holiday. So I'm on a date with my boyfriend.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad you guys are having fun. Nice day for a date, that's for sure.
This date? I just started seeing this guy like 2 hours ago. And guess what? We already did the, you know what, this really cements our bond.
Right. Kind of early in the day, wouldn't you say?
Kinda surprised, huh?
Yeah, you could say that again.
Well, that's not all. You're gonna be even more surprised after I tell you this.
Really? Wonder what it could be about. I'd rather not hear the details of your... you know what.
But you do want to know, right? I bet you do.
Sounds like I'm going to hear what you have to say even if I want to or not, lol.
Yeah, do I sound so obvious? Okay then, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
The guy I'm with, he's the son of this company president. Pretty big company too.
Oh yeah? That's great.
And about this guy, you know him pretty well.
Really? Who could that be?
Guess who it is?
Let's see. If it's someone I know, well, there's only 2 people that come to mind.
Oh, so you know 2 guys, huh?
Yes, well...
No doubt it's one of those guys, lol.
So, that means... no way. It's not David, is it?
Bingo! You hit it right on the nail! Congratulations!
Huh? Are you totally serious?
Yup, totally serious.
Why did it turn out that way? Where did you even meet him?
LOL. I just happened to walk by his office today and... well, it seems David had just finished work and came out of the office building and I literally ran right into him. As I was going to congratulate him, he invited me out to lunch and we had a little to drink. One thing led to another and, you know... I know you're a bit of a prude, so I won't get into the details, lol. I suppose it means my charm beats yours, so sorry, lol.
I see, but I'm not.
Didn't expect it to turn out like this, but it did. So, sorry, but David is mine now. The marriage is off. Sorry, but forget that you ever met him.
Huh? Forget I even met him?
Yeah, that's right. This is the last you'll hear from me for a while, maybe forever. David and I are going to go out on the town tonight, LOL. Hey, Kathy. Hey, pick up.
What is this?
What's going on here? This whole thing, it's not right. This is not happening.
What's the matter?
It's about that guy, the guy you're going to marry. Why is he David's younger brother? Are you pranking me or something, or is it some sick joke?
Prank? Sick joke? I really don't know what you're talking about.
Don't act like you don't know. You were so angry at the time that you started seeing David's brother Ken in order to spite me. So you're planning to marry Kent and start hassling me, right? That's your sick plan.
Huh? Hassle you? You're not making any sense.
Oh, I get it. You plan to get David back from me, then kick me out and become the president's wife. You're sick.
Huh?
You act so innocent, but inside you're a diabolical scheming woman. Oh my god, this is unbelievable.
Huh? Excuse me, but really, I have no idea what?
No matter what you do, no matter how much you bully me, I will fight your every attempt.
The guy I plan to marry has always been Ken.
Huh?
Like I said before, I went to high school with him. And David went to a different school from the one we attended. And what's more, he's 6 years older than us. I don't see why we could have went to school together or even have known him very well. Of course, I met him a number of times, but...
Huh? What are you saying? You said that your fiancé is slated to be the next president of the company.
Yes, that's right. Kent will become the next president.
What? No way. That can't be right.
Why's that?
But think about it. David is the eldest, has the right to become the next president. I mean, Kent is the younger brother. No matter how you spin it, David is the rightful beneficiary. It does not make sense to have Kent take over.
Oh, about that. Well, you're right. That would be the normal case, and it was until about a year ago. But for various reasons, it was decided that Kent would take over eventually.
Huh? That can't be. Why?
Don't you remember that time? When our customer's company had some sort of system failure and we were affected by it?
Yes, that case. About a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Well, that system mishap was a drastic error caused by one of their employees. Remember that?
Yeah, there was some talk of that. I forget the details. What about it? What's that got to do with anything?
Well, it was not really revealed to the other employees, but the person who made that error was David.
Huh? David?
That system error had adverse effects on their everyday operation. They said it would take 2 or 3 days to get the system back up and running. Well, that was when Kent stepped in. He got the system back in operation within a day.
And so you're saying because of that, he was chosen to take over as president instead of David?
Yes, that's right. It was through this incident that everyone realized that David was just not cut out for this type of work. And subsequently, an internal investigation was carried out, and they soon learned that David had been taking credit for many of the projects in recent years, most of which were actually planned and carried out by his brother Kent. After that, he was demoted from an executive position to a normal employee. He's currently doing mostly filing work, not sure which department.
No, that can't be right. You mean to tell me that David is no longer a candidate to become president? He's just a lowly clerk doing filing work?
Yes, that seems to be the case. He'll probably remain in that position until retirement, unless he quits, of course.
No way this is happening. This can't be true.
Can I ask you something, Laura?
What?
You told me to forget about David or something like that. You remember that?
Yeah, what about it?
I'm just speculating here, but... Did you say that because you thought you were stealing my fiancé from me and saw yourself as the wife of the next company president? Was that your intention?
Well, I was only trying to.
Yeah, well, David and Kent, if you look at the photos, they almost look like twins. So you figured it was my fiancé Kent that you were courting and eventually ended up doing the, you know what with him. Isn't that right?
Well, I thought he,
Don't worry, I don't plan to reprimand you or anything, but
But what?
if you don't plan on marrying David, I recommend that you break up with as soon as possible.
Why do you say that?
Your reaction tells me you have no idea. Did you know that David was previously married?
Huh? He was married?
Yes, his wife divorced him because he was cheating on her.
Cheating on her?
His ex-wife was pretty ticked off about all of it. I don't blame her. Anyway, she demanded compensation.
Compensation?
What's more, he's got 2 kids, which means he has to pay for child support at least until they finish college.
He has kids?
Yes, so he has to pay a considerable amount every month. I hear he just barely gets by.
You're making all this up.
Oh yeah, also.
What? There's more?
Well, he managed to get himself into all kinds of trouble and... well, his parents no longer wanted anything to do with him. Which means he has been completely cut off from inheriting any of his parents' estate.
Are you kidding me?
That's about all I can tell you.
What? Then why did I even sleep with the guy? I don't care if he's handsome. I don't want a guy with that much baggage. He's nothing. As long as he was going to be president, I don't mind being a housewife. So I already submitted my resignation.
You what? Oh my god.
Please, Kathy, help me out, please. Can't you switch? Give me Ken and you take David. Come on, please.
You're not serious. No way.
Huh?
I urge you to talk it over with David and work things out between you two. This was all kind of strange. The only thing I get from this is that Laura got this little idea in her head, went through with her delusions, and in the end, she crashed and burned. I really can't understand what she was thinking. As for David and Laura, I heard they eventually got married. I heard that before she learned the facts from me, she told all her friends and relatives that she was going to be the wife of a company president. Well, it seems she was stuck with the guy. There was no way to get out of it. Well, that makes her my sister-in-law, but luckily we don't have any contact with them. I don't know if it's her pride, but she refused to work despite David struggling to make ends meet. This bickering between David and Laura continued every night. The noise of them fighting eventually caused the neighbors to complain, and they were kicked out of the apartment they were living in. I haven't heard from them since.
Vanessa, is now a good time? Hi, Patricia. What's the matter? You know, I'm going to ask something a bit strange. Have you talked to the police about my son lately? Police? No. Why do you ask? I see. Actually, yesterday, a man in his 50s claiming to be a police officer came to my house. He said he wanted to see my son and asked me to tell him where he was. He wanted to see Andrew? It's strange no matter how you look at it, right? So I sent him away, of course. I thought maybe something had happened at your place, so I decided to contact you. I'm also surprised. I never heard anything about it. Is it a scam or something? That could be it. I don't know how they got our address either. Be careful at your place too. Okay, I will. Thank you for letting me know. Please be careful and keep your doors locked too.
Are you James Reynolds' wife? We are arresting your husband. Please cooperate with our investigation.
What? What's this out of the blue? Is this a scam?
No. I am a police officer.
Why would a police officer contact me by text? I mean, how did you get my contact information?
That's confidential.
Isn't that an invasion of privacy?
In the context of a police investigation, such concerns are irrelevant. You are obligated to cooperate.
Really? Even if you claim to be the police over the text, I can't trust it at all.
Then please take a look at this.
What? What's this picture that you just sent me?
It's a police ID.
Police ID? Do the police nowadays show their ID as a picture?
Yes. Because digitalization has advanced in recent years. Anyway, we're arresting your husband. Please, tell us where he is.
I can't give you my husband's information just like that. I mean, you seem suspicious.
What? Accusing a police officer of being suspicious? I could arrest you for obstructing justice.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I understand. But first, can you tell me what my husband is accused of? Did he commit a serious crime?
Your husband is a fraudster who tricked people out of $10 million. There's a warrant out for his arrest, so we're arresting him.
What? $10 million?
It's shocking, isn't it? Your husband is a high-ranking member of a global fraud organization. He's swindling large sums of money from innocent elderly people.
I didn't know. When was this?
As recently as yesterday.
What? Yesterday?
There have been over 20 cases this month.
Today is the 21st. So, does that mean my husband has been committing fraud every day? That's frightening. By the way, this fraud organization, when did they start operating?
Since a year ago.
What? Really?
Shocking, isn't it? Your husband has been involved in a major crime for that long.
I'm really shocked.
So please help us with our investigation. Tell us where your husband is.
I understand. But I don't know where he is. He hasn't been home in a while.
Perhaps he's afraid of the police and is on the run. Well then, please tell us your home address.
What? Why? My husband isn't at home, so why do you need the address?
There's a possibility that he left some evidence at home. We'll need to conduct a search of your residence.
I understand. Our address is... Patricia, a self-proclaimed police officer, contacted me too.
I knew it. Did they check your house? Are you okay?
The police didn't come directly to my house but sent the message. The police asked me for my address, but I quickly told them the address of a pizza place I saw on a flyer nearby.
Well done. Did they say anything about Andrew?
Apparently, Andrew was a high-ranking member of a fraud organization.
What?
And he's been active for a year. And it looks like he's tricking people out of $10 million. They said there was a warrant for his arrest, and they were looking for him.
What? I can't believe it. Pulling off $10 million is quite a talent.
That's true. But how did they know my contact information? And your address?
I hate to think about it, but could that self-proclaimed police officer be someone related to our relatives or friends?
If so, there's no way that the police officer doesn't know about Andrew.
That's right.
They visited your house suddenly. But if they ask for my address, it means they don't know where I live, I guess. That also feels a bit off.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's wrong?
There's news about a fraud organization right now. They've been active for a year, and the total damage is $10 million.
Isn't this the same information as what you mentioned earlier? It does seem that way. I thought it was all made up. It seems like the fraud organization actually exists.
I wonder what their purpose is.
At first, I thought they were going to ask for alimony or hush money. But he didn't seem like the type to want money. Anyway, they're insistent on knowing where Andrew is.
I wonder what he wants to do by looking for Andrew.
What could it be?
I don't know. I can't figure it out at all.
It's like a mystery novel.
Oh, wait. Mystery novel?
What now?
I've got it. They know our address but not yours. Someone who doesn't know what happened to Andrew. I might have an idea.
Really?
Yes. I don't know why he knows your contact information or why he's looking for Andrew, but
I think that's enough of a clue. Can you tell me more about it?
hey, you really fooled me last time.
Oh, hello. Any update on the case?
So, you are just going to pretend that you didn't lie? This is serious obstruction of justice. Do you understand that?
What are you talking about?
I went to the address you gave me the other day. It was a pizza place.
What? I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
How do you mix up your home address with the pizza places? I'm pretty sure it was on purpose. Don't mess around.
I'm not. I really made a mistake.
We don't have time. Come on, give me the right address.
Are you in a hurry?
Yes, I am.
Why?
There's information that the fraud organization is escaping overseas. We need to catch your husband and bring down the entire fraud organization before that happens.
That's tough. But I don't think my husband has a passport.
Of course, they will go to overseas illegally. A criminal organization wouldn't leave the country in a normal way.
I guess so. But are you sure you're allowed to tell me that? Isn't that an internal police secret?
You're a cooperating witness, so it's fine.
Don't you think that I'm working with my husband?
According to the investigation, you are not a suspect, so it's okay.
I see. Wow. Just as I thought. People inside the organization are well informed.
What do you mean?
You're a member of that fraud organization, right? I don't know why you're targeting my husband, but when you were acting, you accidentally revealed the details about the organization you're really a part of. You even mentioned plans for illegal immigration and fleeing the country. You're too dumb, aren't you?
I'm a police officer. You, the wife of a fraudster, intend to defy a police officer like me?
You are not a police officer. Don't you ever call my husband a fraudster.
You said your husband hasn't been home lately. That's evidence of something suspicious.
My husband has already passed away.
What?
I never said anything about my husband being alive, did I? The reason he hasn't come home is because he's dead.
He's dead? When?
About a year ago. He was hit by a truck and passed away. If it's true that he's still alive and committing fraud, I'd rather want to see my husband.
If he's dead, why didn't you tell me first? Were you deceiving me? Don't mess around.
There's no need to tell a clearly suspicious person. And I didn't lie to you. You just misunderstood on your own. If you call yourself a police officer, You need to act smarter. Right, Mr. Morgan Johnson?
What? How did you know my name?
56 years old, single, officially unemployed. In reality, you're a member of a fraud organization. You're the one with a warrant out for your arrest.
How did you?
My husband, before marrying me, used to gather with a mystery enthusiast he met online. They talked about mysteries while having tea and meals. You were there too, weren't you? You knew his parents' address, but you didn't know about his current home address. I thought it was strange that you didn't know that my husband had already passed away. It makes sense if you knew him a long time ago.
What? How did you know? Are you a detective or something?
It was my mother-in-law, not me, who figured it out. Among my husband's belongings left at his parents' house, there was a list of contacts from the Mystery Club. In it were my husband's parents' home address and your real name and address. Based on that, we asked the police to look into you. I told them that you might be connected to the fraud organization. They investigated very quickly. If you had used a fake name, it could have been more difficult, but luckily, you were foolish enough to use your real name.
That's right. Damn, I can't believe I got caught.
What? Did you think you wouldn't get caught?
Of course. The fear of getting caught will cause the fraud to fail. You have to do it confidently and boldly.
Even if you were a member of the Mystery Club, I can't believe you could only come up with such a lousy plan. My husband must be disappointed.
Shut up. I don't have a choice. Do you have any proof that your husband is dead?
What?
I need some proof. Give it to me.
I don't understand. What do you want it for?
My boss in the organization told me to take care of your husband. I've been told not to come back until I've taken care of him for sure. If I don't hurry, I won't make it in time. I'm the only one left behind.
Are you saying that people from a criminal organization want my husband's life? My husband wasn't the kind of person to earn others' resentment during his lifetime. He was kind, hardworking, and I was surprised that such a genuinely good person existed in this modern age.
All of that is just a bunch of lies. Your husband is the enemy of my boss.
Enemy?
Robert Gill is my boss's name.
Robert Gill? Really? No way.
Looks like you have some idea, huh? Robert was beaten up by your husband a year ago. And he's been swearing revenge since that day. He said he couldn't rest until he got his revenge before he left the country. So I was asked to send your husband to the afterlife.
Never thought such a coincidence would happen. Unbelievable.
What are you laughing at? Have you lost your mind? After finding out the truth about your husband?
Quite the opposite. It's hilarious. Let me tell you one truth. You were abandoned by your boss.
What? What do you mean?
Maybe you're too dumb to be needed in the organization. My husband beat up your boss? Don't make me laugh. He is the murderer who hit and ran my husband with a truck a year ago.
What?
He knew my husband was dead. Yet he told you not to come back until you've taken care of my husband? Doesn't this mean that's the same thing as being told not to come back for the rest of your life? Right?
What? No way. That's not true. There's no way he would abandon me.
Since my husband's accident, our family has been searching for the culprit. The culprit was good at hiding, and we were at a loss. But I never expected that someone my husband knew in the past, and the person who ran over him with a truck, would turn out to be in the same fraud group. And I never thought that the culprit would approach us.
Are you going to report me?
Already did.
What?
I told you I had you investigated by the police. I told them about your organization's escape overseas, and that Robert Gill is the culprit behind my husband's accident. I told them everything. Before you escape, I'll make sure everything is brought to justice.
Oh no. I can hear the police sirens. How did they find my location?
They traced you through the various surveillance cameras, starting with the one at the pizza place. They followed surveillance camera footage from different locations, pinpointing the hotel where you are currently hiding. As expected, real police are incredibly skilled.
Damn.
Thanks to you, Officer Morgan, the organization is on the brink of collapse. And it looks like I will be able to catch the hit-and-run culprit and bring justice for my husband. Thank you very much. Please reflect on your life in jail with your boss. A few minutes later, Morgan was arrested and underwent police interrogation. Whether he was upset about being betrayed by his boss or had just accepted the situation, it seems he spilled all the information about the organization's overseas escape date, base, members, etc. Based on that, the police arrested all the members of the organization. Robert Gill was also caught and admitted his guilt. The reason why Morgan got my contact information was he posed as a police officer interrogating people near my husband's parents' home. And he managed to get my contact from our mutual friend. Though my mother-in-law and I easily saw through the shoddy police act, I was horrified that some people could not see through it. My mother-in-law and I received a reward from the police for providing information. We also received a generous amount of compensation from the perpetrator for my husband's case. While the money isn't everything, the case has been resolved, and there's a sense of relief and brightness. I believe my husband is finding comfort in heaven.